This is not a game.
Yes, it
It's
is.
not a game, and I'm
Try
not, and
contacting
I'm
me.
not gonna block you because I'm gonna let you keep leaving a
Time
trail.
is six
So
oh nine
I'm
in the
making a
morning.
call.
I have
Okay,
multiple messages.
I'm
I have multiple
verbally.
messages. I don't care. I have
I'm
multiple
that's the
messages of you
past.
texting me. You think
What
this is
goes
gonna go
on,
your
what
way?
matters is
You
what's going
think
on
this
from
is gonna
here.
go your
I've
way?
asked you
No,
stop the
it
texting
doesn't.
me, and now I'm
No, you
asking
haven't.
you. Yes, I did. I
No,
sent
you
it in the
haven't.
text. I asked you to
No, you
stop texting
haven't.
me.
And
So
there's multiple messages up top of you harassing me. You're violating my
I'm not
rights.
the
Yes, you
harassment.
are
It's
harassing
the
me.
harassment
You woke
stops
me
when
up.
somebody asks you to stop calling
No,
and
because
texting.
before that, I
That's
texted you one
before.
time, and that was
Okay, so
yesterday.
let me know when you're finished.
What would a judge
Let
say to
let
you?
me
You
let the
contacted
judge is
him.
gonna go from when I sent those texts to you. That's what a
6 in the
judge is gonna look
morning.
at.
And then I
Okay.
responded to you.
So listen.
You
Okay.
think you're right. Yeah. What do you
No, I'm
want?
not right. So I am formally asking you to not contact me and do not text me. I'm not gonna
I do
block you.
not want to.
Okay. So, or do we have it clear?
This ain't a man that needs to. This ain't a man you need to call to tell me. I don't care.
Okay. So, do you understand not to call or text me?
No, I don't.
You don't understand when I'm saying don't call or text?
I don't listen to you no more, anyways.
Okay. Well,
I do what I
I
want.
would listen at this point because it's going to become a legal matter.
Okay, mom.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Okay. So this is the thing, y'all. Understanding domestic violence, right? And things like that. So somebody has to be the adult and put an end to things, right? Things just can't go on. I did a couple of lives this weekend dealing with the relative, right? And so this particular relative here that you just heard on this call is an abuser. And it's been going on for quite some time. The average person would have been done with the situation. Okay. So I did the live over the weekend. It was like a 2 hour video, and then I did another video that I think was like an hour and something. And they're really interesting videos. So go back and watch those. But in this situation, the relative, the male relative that was just on this call, this has been going on for some time. He doesn't live here anymore, right? So this is what y'all got to understand. I'm seasoned when it comes to domestic violence, which means I know better. There's no excuse that I can make or need to be making to make an excuse as if I don't understand what's going on, right? So basically, overall, the situation, he has the girlfriend, right? And also understanding what domestic violence entails and the elements that come along with it. So I originally, when I made the first call, I want to stop the beef, right? And so stopping the beef and the arguing, when someone has shown a consistent pattern of talking to you in the way that they want to, and then I'm also in return doing it, right? So the relationship is terminated. But the thing with the undiagnosed psychopath or a narcissist, especially when they get other diabolical spirits and family members to feed into it, and his auntie probably feeds the spirit more, right? Um, his aunt is in his life, but probably not feeding him the right spirit because she ain't on the right walk with God herself. She's never been a mother. There's no empathy there, right? So with these situations, I did the video. So last September, went over there, went to help him because he asked for help with his domestic violence situation. The girlfriend put her fist in her side and moved me out the door because I'm trying to stop them from fighting and stopping her from going into the apartment to fight my relative. So there's been no apology. There's been denial that it even happened, outright just not apologizing. At one point, he even lied and said he did it instead of her, and he was inside his apartment and we're outside. He must be superpower. He can put his fist in my side all the way from inside his apartment, right? Crazy. So, this is domestic violence, okay? Domestic violence amongst the family. Now, what does not make sense, me being as seasoned as I am, it makes no sense for me to be in a domestic violence situation and I do not allow this relative in my house. He does not live here anymore. So at this point, I'm the crazy one, okay? Because I got to stop acting crazy because I don't belong in this situation anymore. I don't live with these people. Um, they will continue to on and off be in domestic violence. That won't change. The police already told me stay out of there, stay out of his apartment. I haven't went back since, but it still continues over the phone. So you got to make a final point when it's just enough is enough, right? And hold on one second. So part of abuse is when there's domestic violence, there's the dynamics that the family go through. And not all people that are involved in domestic violence put their families through this one part, but a lot of times they will. So right now, the girlfriend is sitting right with him in his apartment, right? And it's his apartment. It's my relative apartment. She moved in with him and she is not on his lease. So it ain't one of these situations, you know, how everybody used to the man moving in with the woman. This situation, the woman moved in with him. So what happens in these situations, there's just no regard for me. The fist is put in my side. Black lives don't matter. That's what they saying basically. I need to chalk it up, let it go, and I should let it go. And I'm willing to let it go. I'm willing to let it go, but also I should be in no contact, right? That's how you let it go. You go in no contact. I should not be going around the situation no more. So what he's doing now is talking to me crazy while she's sitting right there. So so now he's trying to reverse it like somebody really wants to be around him. And that's not the case. He's been asking me to come around him. And I'm like, no, this situation ain't resolved. He says, well, he can't resolve it over the phone. It got to be resolved over the phone because I'm not coming back over there and getting another fist in my side. So it has to be resolved over the phone to make me feel comfortable and de-escalate the situation. It has to be resolved over the phone. We can't resolve it in person because it could be another fight go down. I could go over there and try to resolve it in person and get myself killed. I could go over there and try to resolve it in person and I end up having to kill because I'm in protection of myself because they try to jump me and take my life. I don't want that on my conscience. I don't want to end up in prison or jail for manslaughter or any type of premeditated first degree, second degree homicide. So at this point, I'm not going to be able to work with this individual. So there needs to be no contact. I've given it enough time to resolve itself, and I've made every attempt I could, even with this call this morning that I made. I've made every attempt I could that I could possibly make as a human being since last September to resolve it. It won't get resolved because I'm not dealing with an empathic man. If I was dealing with an empathic man, this situation would not exist in the first place. No empathic man is gonna, no empathic man even laying up with women that would touch their mothers. Empathic men do not do that. So I'm dealing with an undiagnosed psychopath. So he makes the comment, well, even if she did not injure you, I would still not want to be around you. So what he's doing is in front of his abuser, because in this case last September, he was jumped on by the woman, y'all. So what he's doing is that's somewhat of a subtle emotional abuse that he's doing in front of his abuser, which I'm quite sure she likes that. She likes that because this girl doesn't have her mother. Her mother died when she was 11. Okay. And so this is feeding his abuser. Now he will regret it later. Okay. Because he's giving her way too much power. All domestic violence situations, if you don't get out soon and early enough, they all end in serious death, injury, and incarceration and being jailed and arrested. Or permanent ongoing injury. All domestic violence situations, if you stay around long enough, will end that way. His father, New Supply, the lady he got with 3 years after I broke up with his father, she unfortunately got stabbed in her stomach, y'all. He stabbed her in her stomach, I think twice, she said, on the same incident. Okay. So all domestic violence situations in, like I said, serious injury, death, permanent injury, incarceration, jail, and also in court. All domestic violence situations, another outcome is going to court, having to fight with them in court, having to file protection orders and anti-harassment orders in court. They all end that way. So the only way that I'm going to be able to stop the ongoing abuse is if I'm in a no contact. So this pretty much has to stop. So it's just nothing I'm going to be able to do to fix this situation. So understanding domestic violence, more people would be alive if they got out when it first happened. So the proper thing that I should have did, but of course that's that negative side effect of having empathy. You try to work it out with people, right? So I've wasted 11 months to almost a year of my life. Not every day. It's not like I'm calling every day trying to fix it, but this has been going on almost a year. It won't be fixed. I ain't going back over there to get in another dispute. Also, this abuser, because this is what he is, my relative, he keeps asking, and he's asked this more than once, if I want to fight her, which is the girlfriend he's with. And I've told him more than once, no. Now check this out. He telling me that we got to work it out in person. But he also then asked me if me and her want to fight. I could go in person and she got her boxing gloves on. I could go in person and she just haul off and hit me again and say, hey, let's fight it out. I could go in person and he could just push us into each other to fight. You understand? So don't be baited in these situations, and I'm going to make sure that I'm not going to be baited in these situations. So thank you for the like. I appreciate it. And thank you for everyone that's on the live. So I appreciate it so much. So I cannot be on this channel updating lives and uploading lives and updating videos, releasing videos from private to public. I cannot continue to do this and not take it to the next level, and the level that I should be taking it to. And the level I should be taking it to is now pretty much a no contact. Unless it was like something serious or business related that I need to discuss or whatever. Outside of that, I should not be interacting with this demon, because that's what he is. Because I didn't go in no contact when it first happened, this man has no respect for me. There's no respect or regard, right? He doesn't care about how he's talking to me. He don't care that girl put a fist in my side. He don't care about none of that. Now, will it backfire? Oh, yes. She was able to abuse her way to stay in his house. So imagine what it's going to be like when he really is ready for her to leave his house. I'm not going back over there. He going to have to get the police involved with her. Because I'm not going back over there. No, I'm not enter that building. Now, if something happens and I had to go back because the police contacted me, that's the only way I'm going back. Other than that, I'm not returning to that situation. So, step number 1, 11 months, a year, 3 months, however long you spent. That's that downfall of empathy, y'all, where we spend that extra time trying to resolve it. Okay, so you got to have a cutoff point. Number 1, time limit is up. Number 2, his behavior is not changing. Number 3, he's given a whole nother human being the right and entitlement to put their fist in my side and feels nothing about it. Just feels like I should just come on back over like ain't nothing happened. And that would be crazy and irrational. And it would make it where I don't even need to be on this channel then. Why am I doing lives and uploading videos if I don't have enough common sense to back out of this situation? Y'all would not need to be listening to me if I was that irrational. It don't make no sense that I continue to stay in the situation or be too involved in the situation. There's no need even for minimal contact. This relative does not come back to this house. He's not on my lease. He's not even allowed to come to my home or in the neighborhood. I've already told him if he's in my neighborhood, I'll file a restraining order on him. And I mean that, y'all. He did so much in my neighborhood, robbing people. Imagine you let somebody stay in your house and they go within 3 to 4 blocks up the street. You walk down the alleyway, they robbing the cash machine, pulling fake BB guns on people that look real. People standing in line just got their cash machine money. He attacks them, takes their money, and then types a message and calls me bipolar, y'all. I ain't never did nothing like that. Took no BB gun and attacked people while they in the line while I'm high on some drugs and take their money. But thank the Lord, one white man finally hit his ass in the back of his back with a freaking chair because he picked white victims. He's a black male, but he thought it was okay to keep robbing and beating the white people. One gentleman he beat up for no reason. The gentleman was just sitting outside at the coffee shop, a white gentleman. He poked the guy's air out of his bike tires. I had to go buy the white man a new bike, y'all. We called an Uber, put his bike in the car, not buy him a new bike, buy him 2 new tires. Okay, which that's pretty much is the bike. The bill I had was over $100. That was what I did to make up for what my relative did. Just jumped this white man for no reason. But I told him, I said, you think all white men punks? Keep messing with white men and see where you end up at. So one white man finally took a metal chair and hit him in the back so hard he had a sprain in his back for quite a while. Then he decided to stop robbing people up the street at the cash machine. For a long time, they took that cash machine away. They just now replacing it back. I guess they can put the cash machine back since my Negro son no longer is allowed in the neighborhood. Because I tell him don't come back over here, and I mean it. If I see him in my neighborhood, I will file a restraining order against him. Because I know what he does when he's over here. And I would suspect and know that he's coming back over here to do robberies and bank scams and stuff like that. And I don't want to be connected to that because it's called your community reputation. Nobody will want to sell you a house. Nobody will want to rent to you. Nobody gonna want you in their business when they know you got relatives that's running around acting like that. So I got them out of here and got them out of my house and made sure I stopped letting them return before my reputation is just totally destroyed. Because the police did work with me. The police know he was robbing. He's in the policing system for doing robberies. They got him on camera and everything, running with the mask on. But he has the nerves to call me bipolar. It's not bipolar because I'm saying, hey, let's talk about this. Let's try to figure this out. He went all off the deep end. Yeah, it's early in the morning, but I want to get this resolved so I can move on, not only with my day, move on with my life. That is what I want. And so no contact, y'all. You gotta, now we gotta get back into using let me see. Hello to the person that left the comment. I can't read that YouTube name, but hello to you. Thank you so much. It's very fine print. If you want to type your YouTube name in the comment, that'll help me and I can shout your name out. So yeah, that's basically it. So I'm just gonna move on and just let it go. And no contact happens in stages too. His other tool of abuse was Instagram. I no longer communicate with him on Instagram. So I'm just going to be removing the tools for the abuse. The tool for the abuse towards me when I got the fist in my side is when I went over to his apartment. So I stopped going over there to the apartment. So now I'm going to stop texting. I'm going to stop calling. I already got him out the house. He's not allowed as a visitor. I'm already not hanging out. So, a lot of this no contact, it happens in stages as you're ready. But now it's time for the next stage of it. The next stage of it just got to be, because this is abuse. Nobody that loves you talks to you like this while they abuser sitting around. This man don't love me. Hello, Tamika. How you doing? Thank you so much. So what does that mean, Tamika? You said, hey, I P. Diddy? What that mean? What you mean you P. Diddy? That's cute, but explain it more. Tamika say, hey, I P. Diddy. You saying the relative P. Diddy? Is that what you kind of saying? Well, that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, this relative, he'll wanna be P. Diddy, y'all. He'll wanna be. But see, let's speak of Puff Daddy, right? You know why he's in jail and prison and going through all this stuff? He didn't de-escalate it and get his behavior under control before it got this out of hand. Everybody's out of control in domestic violence situations. The abuser, the new abuser that they get with, I probably have the most control in the situation and sense because I had enough sense not to go back. I've set the most boundaries, not allowing him even back here as a visitor. The last time he was here as a visitor, he threw an empty bag in my chest that had like 1 or 2 items in it and called me the B word. I never let him back in my house again. Now that's the only area where there has been some improvement with the use of the bitch word. Right? So, oh, your 9-year-old had your phone, Tamika? Yeah, baby Saja, of course I remember you. Of course. Yes, indeed. Yeah, because baby Saja say I'm one of her or I am not one, because she didn't word it like that. She said I'm her favorite YouTuber. So y'all don't mess with baby Saja. I will be very protective of her, because if I'm her favorite YouTuber, she gonna be my favorite too. So yes. So baby Saja, you could if you just got in here, I don't know how much you listen to, but you was on my lives over the weekend, right? So I did the 2 hour live, and so I'm dealing with this same situation, but now I'm going into the next stage of it, y'all, and baby Saja. I'm going into the stage of just getting prepared for a no contact situation. Oh no, you okay, baby. It's okay that you late. So um you gotta fit it in when you can get in here, you know what I mean? It's I come on live. Sometimes I've came on lives with my favorite YouTubers, and I came on the live 5 minutes before it's getting ready to end, but I just replay the live, so that's okay. It's no big deal. Just when you get a chance, just replay it. That way you get the whole video, right? And you know, and you're keeping up to date on what's going on, kind of like a soap opera. You keeping up to date. So this is the next stage of it. So what he did this morning, the relative, and I even did another hour live, everybody, of how he talking crazy to me. Please watch that video. That one's like an hour long, where he's talking crazy to me, y'all. So what I might do is do commentary on that video. Even said he gonna have a witch lady kill me. He's actually interacting with a voodoo artist, y'all, that comes in his house, that gave him a couch. Please, when narcissists and undiagnosed psychopaths and narcissistic people be saying this crazy stuff to y'all, believe it. Believe it. He's serious. And I'm gonna replay that video and do some commentary on it. Seriously, this is what he told me. I should, let me see. I might try to do some of it right now, for real. What y'all want? Y'all want me to do some commentary on it now? Or what you think? Because I don't know if y'all have even listened to that. Somebody gonna come by my house and do something to me? Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. If I didn't have that little violent side to me, he would have been got me. He would have been got me. Yeah, this pretty much just as well be church, Tamika. Shoot. This everything here at Advanced Insight Channel. We could make it church or whatever. Seriously. Let me see. I'm gonna go into this video. What y'all think? Y'all want me to play some of it where he was talking crazy to me? Yeah, that one of the things about me, baby Saja, let me tell you something. When you said, do I remember you? That's polite, right? But you got to remember this from an empathic point of view. You got a lot of YouTubers that's like really fake, y'all. Now, I could see if like some years went by, but you got to keep in mind, I'm a person that's sober, and my memory is a pretty decent one, right? So when somebody tells me that I am their favorite YouTuber, I will never forget you, baby Saja. I will always remember your YouTube name and everything. I won't forget that. Because it's from my heart, right? The connection is there. So yeah, so let me play this, y'all. So because basically if you go into the 2 hour live, which I think baby Saja was on as well, so then like I recorded, you got to record, y'all. recording and doing lives helps me get control of the situation. So I'm gonna just be in a no contact with this individual. So let me see. Let me go in here, find the video. So the video I'm gonna be playing, I'm gonna be doing commentary on the conversation I was having with the relative. Okay. So what I want to do, what I would like to do, is get
Too much of me.
come to a resolution, right?
There's no resolution.
So first of all, okay.
Years ago, Mama, you need to realize the one black. Ever since then, our relationship has never been the same. He's
y'all, he's very combative. So let me start it over again, because he's saying there is no resolution, y'all. Okay, so you gotta listen. No matter the approach, it's just hard to work it out with him. So listen to this. So what I want to do, what I would like to do, is get
too much of me.
Come to a resolution, right? So
There's no resolution.
So yeah, and he's right. There is no resolution. You can't resolve anything with this type of male, y'all. There's been too much disrespect. There's no empathy. There will be no resolution. So going forward, I mean, this recording was just done yesterday, right? That I'm playing you right now. So don't go too long with it. Like he's saying, it's no resolution. First of all, okay.
Years ago, Mama, you need to realize the one black. Ever since then, our relationship has never been the same. There's no.
Yeah, because I would never talk to my mom like this. I wouldn't even be on this live if I talked to my mom like this. It ain't in my soul to do this, right? So and my mom, as y'all know, was there part of my life. She was, as far as like living with my mom, she was there my whole life, but I wasn't in the house with her. She usually was in communication with me, but definitely not doing the parenting that I've done for my relatives. So listen. Because of the way you left. You left as an abusive. He left as an abusive, disrespectful, wanna be on drugs, runaway person, right?
And that's how you perceive it, and that's how you see
it. It is when you
I refuse to go around you. You think I'm an abuser.
And he's gaslighting there, because it's not that he's refusing to go around me. He's not being allowed to. Because since his girlfriend put her fist in my side and moved me from the doorway, I have not gone back. So he's gaslighting there, y'all. He's playing with reality, because now, if you didn't know the situation, you would think that he's staying away from me. But he's banned from my home, banned from the neighborhood, and I'm refusing to go back over there. And he continuously hoovers to try to bring me back into the situation.
You think I'm an abuser.
Well, you are. That's what you are, until you prove that you are not an abuser.
See, I don't gotta prove nothing to you.
Yeah, that's fine. And he doesn't. And when people talk to y'all like that, like he says, he doesn't have to prove anything to me. And I get him kind of talking to me like that because I haven't gone no contact. So I'm giving him power and entitlement to talk to me like that. This is why you go no contact. That's fine. Listen.
To you, even if I could prove it to you, I wouldn't be able to, because I don't see you. And that's
well, like he said, he can't prove it to me because he can't see me, because it's a domestic violence situation that I need to stop entering into. So him not seeing me is the smart thing for me to do, y'all. Even the police officer told me stay out of there, referring to his apartment. You know how many people would be alive and not incarcerated and injured or jailed in prison or in prison if they would have listened to the police, judges, and other law enforcement officials and workers and employees that told them to not go back or told them to follow a direction and they didn't follow it. You know how smart that is for me to do that? And how good it is that y'all on my channel so I can show you that I can follow some boundaries. How I'm a teacher about domestic violence and help y'all with situations and help myself if I follow no rules. I never went. So listen to more. Oh, you continuing to say the things you say and the type of person that you deserve. He says, I don't know what you think you deserve. He don't think I deserve shit, y'all. And this is why I stay away from him. You had sex with another man and you had a kid. He's talking about you had sex with a man and had a kid. This is a damn shame. Can you imagine talking to your parent like this? Now you see why I don't go around them. You gave me away, but you decided to do that. A crack addict wouldn't go around this guy and wouldn't be calling him a son or nephew or cousin or whatever he want to be. I don't owe you nothing by definition. He says he don't owe me nothing by definition. Empaths don't really talk to their elders like that, y'all. Okay. You owe me respect. Okay, you can get respect. Yeah. And I'm not getting that. You need to get respect. I'm gonna go back to the beginning of the conversation when I first called you, when we was talking about you blaming me. Wait a minute, hold on. I see a comment. I'm gonna try to keep up with the comments. Okay. Baby Saja. Here, have this. Oh, thank you for the heart. I love the heart. Somebody's not being your father. It's both your fault. No, not. And he continues to want to blame me for a grown man that was not restrained from his child or anything. Blames me for his father being a deadbeat dad, which is, it's not my fault. When somebody decides to be a deadbeat dad, it's 100% the dad's fault. Especially when it's no parental alienation involved, which means that one parent is keeping the child from the other parent. None of that was going on. There was no parental alienation in this case. His father has 5 children total that I know of, and he does all his children the same way. He does not parent them. Okay? And it's not for a man, it's not a lady's fault when a man decides to be that way. You are not that man's daddy or mother, and you are not his grandmother or grandfather. That is a man's choice, and you are not accountable for the actions of men that they make individually. That person is 100% accountable. These men don't tell you that up front, that they're not going to parent their children. Father. It's both your fault. No, not when he doesn't. When you are a parent, he is completely responsible for not being a father to you, not your mother. No woman. It is biblically wrong to blame a woman for a man's actions, because a woman is not the leader. The man is. I am not. Now let me clarify that, y'all. Women, we are leaders. This is my channel, right? And we're tuning in, being a team here. We are leaders, but I'm saying in the sense of mother-father roles. Men, they were supposed to step up a little bit more, going back to the man provided and the woman took care of the kids. The leadership role that a man should be taking. It's not saying that it's not a dual situation, but in a man being a father, he should be a big leader, y'all. Responsible for what a man does. If a man, I am not responsible for any man. I'm only responsible for myself. So if a man decides, if a man that's not being kept away from you decides not to parent you and to be a deadbeat father, that is 100% his liability, and biblically is called an infidel. A man, no, it's not. It's not my fault. It's completely his fault. because he made a choice. And you hear this narcissist, like, he know I'm right, y'all. It's sad. He could have made a choice. He could have made a choice, just like I did, to be a parent to you.
Biblically, since you want to talk biblically, because there's everything in the Bible can prove it.
Black men gotta stop blaming black women for. You said, "Oh, the baby Saja, please don't yell." The speaker is kind of loud, so I got it on high volume so y'all could hear it. Yeah, but in this case, I raised my voice over him because I've learned that if I don't do that, you gotta hear how loud he'll get with me. He'll get so loud, you want to catch a Uber or jump in your vehicle and go over there and take care of the man. Okay. So I'm sorry if it's too loud, but it's the speaker, y'all. So just try to, if you want to, turn your volume down some, baby Saja. Or their deadbeat father's behaviors. It needs to stop. No, I'm not. I wasn't going to be married to him because it was inappropriate. I'm supposed to do what I want to do. I don't have to be. And I really want to go over there and whoop this Negro's ass, for real. So keep in mind, y'all, and I'm going to tell you this too, baby Saja. Remember, my personality is not normal. See, a normal, you got 4 different types of personalities: narcissistic, normal, empaths, and narcissists. Okay. Narcissists, there's no emotional empathy. Narcissistic people, there's a small amount of empathy. A normal wouldn't be in this situation. A normal, they have a low level of empathy and a low level of narcissism. So keep in mind, when I'm raising my voice like that, I'm going to accept that I'm not normal, okay? Because normal people aren't in these situations. A normal person last year probably would have said, you know, man, I'm not coming over there, but I'll call the police for you, man. They probably wouldn't have even went over there because they don't care enough. Empaths care too much. And if I was a narcissist, I wouldn't be in this situation, because a narcissist would have told them last year, I'm getting ready to go to bed. I can't help you, man. See, because there's no empathy to help him when he's getting beat up over there. So remember, I say this in videos here and there that it's not good to be an empath all the time. You see how baby Saja telling me, you know, don't yell. So that's part of the flaws in empathy. It's a flaw, y'all. It ain't no great thing. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm yelling, I want to whoop this Negro's ass and that bitch. But I can't do that because that's just not the way to handle it. But I'm supposed to do what I want to do. I don't have to be married to anybody.
He's wrong for leaving. You're wrong for not.
He ain't wrong for leaving. I got rid of him.
You don't run around.
This is why I don't go around him. So I don't haul off and knock this Negro's glasses off his fucking face. It's called anger management too. I did take that class, y'all. Didn't leave. He got put out.
Women don't run around knocking up men.
And also, he's a misogynist, y'all. So as you listen to him talk about women don't do this and women don't do that, he has these strict roles for women and men, but he's also not a protector of ladies because he's not an empath. So see, this is where the personalities clash because he's not normal as well. This is a narcissist, so he's not normal.
Okay, that's not how that works.
Well, a wedge is going to constantly be created.
That's why it says in the Bible
and he talking about the Bible. This ain't even a believer. He going to tell me later that he going to have a witch kill me off. So he's not even a freaking believer talking about the Bible.
And specifically to wait until marriage so you know it's a good man.
And he's also living with the bitch, the white bitch, and ain't married. So this motherfucker preaching about marriage. This motherfucker ain't married, and the fucking 2 babies are not fucking his. What a hypocrite.
You didn't know that you had a good man. You were manipulated.
Yeah, if I was he's gonna acknowledge that I was manipulated by his father, but you ain't gonna hear no empathy for the shit though. But he's acknowledging I was manipulated. Manipulated, then why are you blaming who was
for a woman specifically to wait until marriage so you know it's a good man? You didn't know that you had a good man. You were
He talks like he's my fucking daddy, y'all.
Manipulated.
Yeah, if I was manipulated, then why are you blaming who was manipulated? Because you just basically stating I'm the victim, right?
Because you didn't wait until marriage.
I'm thank the Lord I wasn't married to your father.
You're supposed
Can you imagine the tragedy that would have came out of that? Look, you supposed to mind your business for one, and you're supposed to stop
my business because I'm the result of you guys' actions. I can't.
It's
my business. This is my history.
Well, go talk. Are you talking to your father about this? Because it seems like you only talk to me about this.
It don't seem like he deserves any type of talking to.
Why? Finally, he says his father doesn't deserve to be talked to. Now, just so y'all know, he tried to get back in contact with his deadbeat father. They had a few conversations, and the deadbeat father ditched him again. I guess he desired that interaction, but he's back mad at the daddy. So whenever he's mad at the daddy, he starts taking the shit out on me. But see, the deadbeat gets so much privilege, right? Because the deadbeat parent don't have to hear this shit. And I'm getting ready to just be like the deadbeat parent because I'm getting ready to be in no contact where I'm not hearing this shit. It's always the good mothers and fathers that take care of the kids that have to listen to this shit. But the advantage of the deadbeat is they get complete freedom because the deadbeat is pretty much always in no contact with the kids, with their own kids, if that makes sense. To me about this.
It don't seem like he deserves any type of talking to.
So he don't deserve this talking to? Go talk to him like this. Because he's not gonna reply to you, right? Because he's continuing to make a choice to be a deadbeat to you, right?
But that is the man who he is.
Right, so he's acknowledging, this is what a narcissist does. See, remember, narcissists are always for the predator, right? So he's acknowledging that his father's a deadbeat, but he's gonna constantly torture me for it because I'm the empath. So really, he's on the narcissist side. You gotta remember, males like this, they really want the narcissist to be the parent. They're predators, so they have that predatory DNA, and their DNA wants that predator. I'm not the predator. He desires the predator. Some people may think from the outside he's desiring a man and a father. No, he's desiring a predator because he's not an empath, okay? And neither is the father. To be a deadbeat to you, right?
But that is the man who he is.
Right, so don't put that burden like you did in the very beginning of the conversation. Don't blame that burden on me because I'm not his parent.
He's always been a deadbeat. Are there men that take care of their children?
Like he said, he's always been a deadbeat. Fucking call him then. That's what a real man would do. Call that motherfucking deadbeat.
Are there men that exist?
Yeah, it's not my fault if they choose not to take care of their children.
No, that's not how it works. You don't find a good man and he abandons his kid. You find a bad man.
Well, I thought he was a decent man at first. That goes back to, like you said, manipulation.
You thought he was a good man at first. That's why women are supposed to wait until...
I would never take my mama through this, and she didn't even do all of what I did for him. I would never do this. What you gonna get out of torturing the parent? You're getting nowhere.
Marriage. So
are you waiting until marriage? Because you got 2 babies. Not only are you not waiting till marriage, you taking care of 2 babies that's not even biologically your children. Yeah, you got a girlfriend that's pregnant right now by another man.
These are your beliefs.
Are you serious? Are you trying to set an example of having kids when them ain't even your kids? You don't even know how to create kids because that girl you got is getting pregnant by somebody else.
Who?
Them kids, she pregnant by another man. And you telling me about seeds that I know is mine? And you don't even. Yeah, see, in past, we don't play that hypocrisy shit, right? This boy, or fake ass, coward ass man, narcissist, the white bitch that's pregnant, neither one of these kids is his. She pregnant again. She goes out, runs off, gets pregnant by whoever the hell she getting pregnant by, and then she comes back to my relative for him to take care of the kids. So he telling me and about parenting when he don't even know that these fucking children that he's making are his. The kid's totally white, y'all. Okay, he could keep believing they his, but it's bullshit. Go get fucking DNA. Even with DNA, I'm gonna be in no contact. I'm not fucking with these people. Cause you know why? The kid's gonna be bad as fuck, y'all, talking this shit to me. I'm done with freaking kids. And you telling me about seeds that I know is mine, and you don't even know how to make a seed, brother? You figure out how to make a baby. He ain't figured out how to get a bitch to have a baby that's fucking his. I know who my motherfucking kids is by. Okay. And if a person don't, they're going to resolve it. A good woman will find out who her kid is by. And even if she don't, she can't do nothing about it. But a good woman will figure it out. God will let her know who the kid is by. But I'm not having none of these problems right now. I'm not downgrading women that go through that, because it's a lot of good spiritual women that have been through the situation. It happens. Sometimes they make a mistake. They think this is the baby daddy and it's not. But they figure out who the baby daddy, because it's only like 2 or 3 men that they slept with or something. It's not that many, right? So they figure it out. Sometimes you figure it out because the child gets older and you say, oh, he looks like such and such. And you do a DNA, talk to that family and get it done. But these kids, 90% chance these are not his kids. Make a seed, brother. By the lady he's with, the abusive lady, y'all, that put the fist in my side. The woman he with. You figure out how to make a baby. That's where I would start.
Dumpster for the guy to come into. There's nothing here you can talk about. It's not even your.
This is why I don't come around you.
You have to wait.
You just called me he called me a dumpster. I'm a dumpster that a man came into. This is why I don't fuck with this Negro. Dumpster. Do you see why I haven't talked to you came around you since last year?
I don't want you to come around me.
And I will not be coming around you because I'm not a dumpster.
You keep thinking I want you to. You keep saying like.
You do want me to. That's why you talking this crap to me.
I don't. I really don't. I want you to talk. I talk this crap to you because I want you to stay on.
You talk this crap to me because you got a deadbeat father that won't listen to it. And that's true. His deadbeat father is not listening to the shit. That's why I'm listening to it. But I'm not going to be, I've let him get it out of his system, but at this point, I'm not going to be listening to it anymore.
The more crap I talk, the further you want to run from me. Even though
I'm not running from you. I'm not nowhere around you to run from you, honey.
You're running from your own son, and that's your fault.
I need to run from somebody like you that called me a dumpster.
No, because if I saw you outside,
and you gonna be in a dumpster.
If I saw you
that's where somebody gonna throw you at. You gonna be in a dumpster, a real one, talking crazy. And that's true, y'all. A lot of these people, y'all, I watch crime cases, y'all, right? I'm not wishing it on people, but you got to be careful how you talk to people, especially your elders. So like he called me a dumpster. A lot of these people, there's a couple of type of crime cases. You got crime cases where people get found in a dumpster and they never talk to their mother or auntie or big cousins or grandparents that way, right? But you got Negroes like this that's found in dumpsters, shot down, and they talk to people fucking like this. This is real, y'all. It's called karma. What goes around comes around. You got to be careful what you say to people because the key word is dumpster, right? Dumpster. If he came up missing, I would tell the police, start looking in dumpsters. And it ain't gonna be because I would do anything to them, but keyword dumpsters. Start looking in dumpsters, officer. Shit, I mean, you gotta be careful what you say to people. But I'm not afraid to tell somebody that's telling me I'm a dumpster that they gonna get found in one. I'm not a normal dumpster, a real one. Talking crazy.
That's all I would do.
Cause you gonna talk that mess to somebody and they gonna
I don't talk no mess to nobody unless they deserve it.
Yeah, but I don't deserve it. And after today,
What do you deserve?
Let me see.
You're talking to
I deserve what the Lord wants me to have. You're not a person of the Lord.
You're talking to the only child in your house that left. You think I care about what you got to say to me or the
And I'm gonna clarify this. He's talking about the only one that left. Good. I want this out of my house, right? This is one thing about narcissists that I've realized throughout my life, right, y'all? When they leave, they think they're hurting people. People celebrate and they're happy when they leave if they got good sense. Now, people that be crying because somebody like him that left their house, something wrong with them. I don't have that kind of mental problem. There's nothing wrong with me like that. He left and left alive. He's still on the phone, right? It's not like he left and died or something like that. He left and he's in good peace. He's in one piece as well, which should be probably the correct word. He's in one piece.
You think I care?
Because he ain't in the dumpster, right?
What you got to say to me over the phone, really?
Because I'm not a supply source to you.
Yeah.
And I'm not lonely. What makes you think I'm lonely? And this is true, y'all. I'm not a supply source, right? He can't come visit me. He can't come over here. He can't move back in. This is a permanent decision I've made. I know I can't live with this type of individual because I know somebody gonna die, get locked up, or seriously injured, because it would be domestic violence inside my home, and I don't want to live like that. So, that's true.
Yeah.
What if I was lonely, why wouldn't I be he talking about I'm lonely, y'all. Don't nobody miss him. I'm begging to be around you. How would a lonely person act?
That's why I call you lonely, because you bring it up later. And then
and that's not the correct word. He says I'm calling it lonely because I'm bringing it up later. What that is my empathic trait. I'm trying to resolve it. Because y'all know my heart. I want to go over there and visit, be around his girlfriend and the baby. That's what my true soul wants to do. So it's not lonely that I'm bringing it up later. I'm trying to resolve it so I could go back over there and be a support to these Negroes. Not lonely. That's not a feeling I feel.
Okay, whatever.
So where are you looking at loneliness based on a big crowd being around, or feeling? What's loneliness to you?
What's loneliness?
Because that's probably what you are. That's why your you taking care of kids that's not yours.
Everybody that
he's lonely, and I mean that, y'all. That's showing he lonely when you go fucking be letting a bitch go get pregnant by another man and then be sitting there waiting to be the babysitter and shit, and a slave daycare provider. So you know that like this prior to 1865, when we as Negroes was made to take care of the white children, y'all.
Everybody that I meet that knows you has something negative to say towards you.
Oh, people, he's gaslighting now. People that knows me have something negative to say. Half the people he's around, I haven't met them all. And I think he's talking about my toxic ass, narcissistic little sister. That's the shit starter that I'm in no contact with. So she's probably doing that because she's a bad auntie, right? She's going to carry on that same demonic behavior that my grandmother was doing, which was talking and always saying horrible shit about my mom. I've never heard my grandmother say anything positive about my mother. Now, did my mother have any positive things? and traits about herself, of course. The fact that my mother got a Bible, the fact that she prayed, the fact that she wear long dresses and don't dress like a hoe. But do you think my grandmother was ever going to say anything good about my mom? Fuck no. And this is the same trait that my little sister, his auntie, does with him. She talks shit about me to him. This is the type of auntie nephew relationship that they have. I will not be dealing with my little sister because she ain't one. She's just biologically a little sister, but she's not one. She's bringing those same old demons into my immediate family.
To say towards you.
Who are you talking to?
You're lonely.
Who's around me that's saying that? Tina, people that aren't around me.
Anybody and everybody.
And that's true. My little sister don't know what the fuck I'm going through. Do I sound lonely to y'all? I'm busy doing lives. They ain't got no YouTube channel. You think they got any subscribers? And I'm not downgrading someone that doesn't have a YouTube channel. I'm just saying, y'all might have a whole TV show I don't know about, right? So I'm not lonely, y'all. Y'all know that, okay? I'm too busy to be lonely. When do I get time to be lonely? I'm gonna be so tired after I get off this live. I ain't got time to be lonely. These Negroes lonely. Thank you, baby Saja. I appreciate you. Who that's around me?
You crazy.
Okay, so they're telling you I'm crazy and lonely. I ain't that crazy because I ain't went back over there. You understand? Thank you, baby Saja. Miss me and you. Yeah, I ain't crazy, y'all. One, I ain't went back over there. Two, I'm doing these lives. I'm helping to change lives. I'm using my situation to help y'all. Provide entertainment, a fun time, and helping y'all. And I'm being safe. And I'm keeping myself out of jail, right? Because see, I'm a Negro too. I got choices, right? So I think, should I go over there? Should I go over there and whoop off in these Negroes' asses? Or should I do this live? What should I do? I just do the live, y'all. I could handle this if I wanted to, but I don't want to handle it. It don't benefit me. Or my family. My family members that do treat me well. The oldest relative in this house that's his sibling, I don't have any problems with him. There's no problems. I still got another relative that's still here, y'all, that don't have time to do this. That relative is in no contact. The oldest relative here, he don't talk to this man here. He's been telling me, why you keep going through this, consider no contact. People always tell me, just let this guy go.
Crazy.
Okay, so they're telling you I'm crazy and lonely.
You are crazy.
Okay.
You are lonely.
But I don't come around you though, right? When the last time you seen me a year ago?
You would have been gave him his life back.
He's talking about Isaiah. Isaiah has a life, right? He views independence as he's moved out. He's unemployed, y'all. He's not independent. He can't even keep a fucking job, right? He's not independent. He's just moved out. The white bitch, she keeps getting a bigger welfare check because she keeps pumping out these babies that she can't work and take care of. So he's taking that welfare check and paying his rent with it. He's paying part of his rent with the white bitch's welfare check. And I am going to call her a white bitch because that's what the world will consider her as. If we all in the grocery store, they going to know me and him as Negroes, and they going to think that the little baby in her is white. Shit, I mean, it's just bottom line. So he can call it whatever he wants to, but that's basically what it rolls down to. This girl was lying saying she was black, y'all. I told her to show me a picture of her mama her mama's not African American. But his girlfriend said she was black to get that money out of me, y'all, and it worked. That's why we got to go back to using the word Negro. We know what the fuck that means. There's no confusion there. It means you are in America and your ancestors were slaves here. But that black word keeps getting hijacked. Now a white person with blonde hair and blue eyes is walking around talking about, I'm black. Black. What the hell? Everybody's freaking black now. You ain't got to have nothing dark on you. No dark hair, no dark skin, no dark eyes, no dark eyelashes, no dark inner thighs, no dark anything, right? No dark titty nipples. You ain't got to have shit dark, but you're black. Oh, give me a fucking break. A year ago,
you would have been gave him his life back.
Isaiah has a life. And it's like this. The relatives that take their wealth on, it's like the Kennedys, right? If we were the Kennedys and one of the Kennedys passed away and 2 or 3 of the other Kennedys moved in the mansion that was left to them, it wouldn't be no problem, right? But the other relative that's still here is considered such a bad person because he reaps the benefits of a 2,000 square foot home with a garage, y'all. So he the fool for moving. He just making landlords rich. He ain't got shit. He think he all of that because he's in a raggedy ass studio with a trashy white bitch that can't clean up, that won't even have his fucking children. She keep getting pregnant by other men. Even if one of the kids was his, both these babies not going to be his. It's just not going to happen that way. Because I already seen what one of them looked like. Isaiah has a life. Here you go bringing up someone else that has nothing to do with you. You can't just stay off bringing up other people. Isaiah doesn't mention you. And notice I never brought Isaiah up. He did. He has to always attack Isaiah. Isaiah just mind his business. Isaiah don't want to have anything to do with this. But he has to bring Isaiah up. This is how toxic he is. Yeah, he has one. He's allowed to stay here. It's a blessing he can stay with his mother.
I'll go outside and talk to 50,000 girls. Would you date a man that's still living with his mother and he's 25?
Yeah, whatever woman that's going to get Isaiah is going to be a very blessed woman. Yeah, he could stay. You could stay with me. I'm an empath, y'all. You could stay with me till you fucking 80. Stay with me, bank your money. Yeah, you can stay with me because I love you, right? Just be independent and do the right thing. Isaiah's barely home. He can stay as long as he wanted to stay. He's just mad. The narcissist is mad because he burnt his bridge with me and he can't stay here till he 100. So the narc is mad. That's what it boils down to. Because you got to be not an abuser to stay till you 100, right? Abusers don't get the same benefits that I give other empaths, y'all. I'm not pro-predator. Let's get that straight right now. I'm not pro-predator. I don't give a fuck about a predator. I'm not offering him shit. He's burned a bridge with me. If I see him in the neighborhood and see him around here, I would go file a restraining order against him. And I'm serious about that. I'm not pro-predator. I'm not going to be on the predator side. And they continue to abuse. He was pretty mean. The narcissist was really mean to Isaiah. I'm so glad that Isaiah doesn't have to live in that situation anymore. He was really mean to Isaiah. Very cruel. Isaiah's a nice guy. I wish both were nice, but one ain't. Very blessed woman, because he got a big old home.
They're going to use him.
He not raggedy. You know, Isaiah ain't letting nobody use him. He's in fucking no contact with this narcissist. Does it sound like Isaiah is somebody that's easily fucking used? Fuck no. He might be blessed. You're getting used. You're getting used. You're the one that's taking care of a. You're the one that's taking care of a white woman. Those children aren't yours. Yeah, he's the one being used. Exactly. What I said is true, y'all. He's being used. He's taking care of a white woman, kids, and ain't no DNA proof that them is kids. I'm looking at the fucking kids and telling them they not his. But some people, they ain't that fast all the time, y'all. Even me. I guess if I was that fast all the time, I'm not fast all the time. I would have never been with a narcissist in the first place if I was that fast. But I'm going to get fast, though.
Show a woman how to be good. They don't come good.
You don't know nothing about a woman because you don't have a good one. You have one that steps out on you whenever she feel like it.
Even Jada, she cheated on me, and she took
the child you raped, the statutory rape that you committed upon a child, and the dope you gave a child. I wouldn't bring that up as an example.
And I don't know what you're talking
about. Stop incriminating yourself. That's what I suggest you do. I ain't got no sense, y'all. Wait a minute. Oh God, I ain't got no sense, y'all. Sometimes like, shut the fuck up. Stop incriminating yourself. I mean that shit. He brought that up. I got love in my heart. I was never going to bring up the statutory rape situation. He brought it up.
I got her on Xan.
You got her on Xan, and you're proud of that? You got her on Xan?
I got her off, smart ass.
Uh-huh. But you heard a knocking in the background? What you hear? Somebody heard something. Okay, I thought I saw. Maybe it went away. Okay. You got her on stuff because you was giving her all kind of vape and stuff, and the child was 13 years old.
Smoking that shit, retard.
So since she's already, he calls me a retard, y'all. Now notice I'm not name calling, right? So that's one of the things that as an empath, that's not something I'm initiating. But over time, after I get called enough fucking retards and crazy people, I began to do what you call reactive abuse, right? But he calls me a retard. Retard. You see why I don't come around you?
I don't want you to come around me, smart ass.
Look, listen to you. Go ahead. Talk. Keep talking. Smart ass, name calling.
Because you are acting like one and you think...
I'm not acting like one.
You think you're so smart.
Okay, so I'm more, what I am is intelligent over your degenerate brain. So I'm killing you. Text me. You said notice when he said Now degenerate, y'all, if you look up that word, it's a good word to use because it's not calling people slow, little yellow bus, retarded. It's a real word. So degenerate means someone that's morally declining at a fast pace. So he's a degenerate. There's no morals. So it's a much efficient and better word because you're not calling people slow. You're not calling them stupid. You're not saying they on the little yellow or white bus. You're not doing that. You're actually legitimately, in a legitimate way, calling them the proper word. So remember, use this word more, degenerate. They're a degenerate. They could have a very high IQ. You can have a high IQ and be a degenerate. It just means they're morally declining at a very fast pace. There's no moral. So look at it like this, a compulsive cheater. So somebody that every time they get married, they tell people they're going to be faithful and just keep cheating on them. Keep cheating on them over and over and over. That's a degenerate. That cheater is a degenerate. And then every time they get a new partner, they get more and more people to cheat with. So it never de-escalates. It always escalates. That's because that person is a degenerate person and their behavior is degenerate. So use that word more often because when we be calling people slow and crazy and all this started. That's not what there really is. Like, I'm not retarded, I'm not crazy, I'm not slow, but he's a degenerate brain. So I'm killing you. Text me. You said I'm killing myself faster. How am I doing that? Explain to me how you're the guy that ain't had your EKG done, right? Your follow-up EKG. I love you more, baby Saja. Thank you.
Time you talk to me, you get a migraine. I don't know.
Yeah, I do get a migraine and headache. I love all of y'all as well. Thank you for tuning into the live. Because you have you if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. Because I'll put this narcissist on hold to answer your question. I'm utilizing this to do commentary on it, but he really don't come first. Y'all do. So if you have any questions, just leave the question, and I'll put this Negro on pause and hold and answer your question. I'm not pro predator. Have a woman that's doing voodoo coming in your house. You got a whole homosexual half brother on your dad's side coming in. You got a girl that you lay up with that don't believe in the Lord. So Jennifer's mom likes me. So a person that do voodoo likes you. Good luck. A person that can cast a voodoo spell on you likes you. That's good. I hope she do like you. Because you need to be protected, so hopefully she don't put no curse on you. I'm gonna tell her I need my mom to leave me alone. Can you put a voodoo doll in her name so she can do that? You would ask someone to put a voodoo doll in my name? Because you won't leave me the fuck alone, yeah. Uh-huh. You bother me, nigga, on the hood. Uh-huh. What was not calling me niggas? Now notice I'm not doing all this name calling. I'm moving this device over to the charger, y'all. Hold on. So that way it doesn't power off while we're on here. Okay, hold on. And I think I'm gonna replay this one part, y'all. Hold on. Wow. You don't come around me, and you don't want to come around me. And I'm not gonna come around you. I'm sick of you. What the fuck do you want? What do you want with my number? Uh-huh. Okay, I'm gonna replay this one part about the witch stuff, y'all, because this is a really interesting part. Because Jennifer's mom likes me, so if anybody's getting cursed, a person that. So he's saying the lady's mom likes him, so if anybody's getting cursed, do voodoo likes you, good luck. And I'm saying if someone does voodoo likes you, good luck. Person that can cast a voodoo spell on you likes you, that's good. I hope she do like you. Because you need to be protected, so hopefully she don't put no curse on you. I'm gonna tell her I need my mom to leave me alone. Can you put a voodoo doll in her name so she can do that? He gonna ask somebody to put a voodoo doll in my name. Listen to this Negro. You would ask someone to put a voodoo doll in my name? Because you won't leave me the fuck alone, yeah. Uh-huh. You bother me. So he's saying he would have somebody put a voodoo doll in my name. But see, on the outside looking in, see, this is another thing I'm going to point out to y'all. And y'all will understand this because you've been through it or seen people go through it. So you got to keep in mind, y'all. People see from the outside, right? So they may see, well, one relative is allowed still in the home and the other relative is not. Y'all hear me, baby Saja and everybody? So they'll see from the outside that this narcissist Negro is not allowed in the home. But see, they're not around to see and hear him saying he gonna have somebody put a voodoo doll in my name and name it me. So so what I can die, let me see what this man said. A voodoo doll in my name? Because you won't leave me the fuck alone, yeah. Uh-huh. You bother me, nigga, on the hood. Uh-huh. Call me nigga on the hood. See, something about me, y'all. See, let me tell you something about me. Okay. There is a penitentiary cell with my fucking name on it, right? And one thing, it's so many empaths in freaking prisons and jails. if you go back and look at any of the domestic violence cases, especially them ones from like the 70s and 80s, I like to watch those old school cases because I like seeing all them real hairdos and stuff, y'all. I like the clothes too. So even white women and Caucasian women, oh my God, they really, when them white and Caucasian women that's being beat the hell up, and I mean brutally beat by white men, they own men, white and Caucasian men, beating the crap out of them, and they kill their husbands and boyfriends and significant others, they put them in prison for it. So, there's a cell, there's a prison cell and a jail cell waiting on you, right? And so that's why I'm the way I am, right? Like when I don't allow him in my home, it's protecting the people in my home. For me, y'all, see, all that old school favoritism. Oh, I don't have a favorite. I do. Stop all that corny shit. That old school, well, I treat all my children the same. You shouldn't be. Not when one of them is a motherfucking narcissist. I don't treat these kids the same. I treat the one that's empathic, that's loving, that's kind, that got my back. I treat him with a higher regard than I do this Negro that's called me a dumpster. I don't treat these motherfuckers the same. This motherfucker that called me a dumpster, I'll let y'all hear it, y'all. You're hearing it. I'm not making this up. I will text this Negro and say, die, motherfucker. Die. You go die, Negro. I don't talk to my fucking empathic son that's at home helping me. And what it does, that teaching of making you feel like you got to treat everybody the same, it's impossible. How you going to treat a loving person the same as a narcissist that's calling you a dumpster? You see, he initiated it with me, y'all. And so it's in his best interest that he stay up out our house. Because what he's not going to do is get me and my firstborn son in a penitentiary cell. And our whole life is gone. It's unfair to nobody. That's being responsible. But stop feeling like you have to treat everybody the same, even if it's your kids, especially if you have an abusive one. Your abusive child, your abusive asshole child, niece or nephew or cousin is not the same as the nice children. They are not the fucking same. Your relative, your siblings and cousins that took your elder and almost killed them and could have threw the window, pushed them down the steps, all the stuff that's done to elderly people when they're raising these narcissists and they're in their elders, it's not the same as you. Because you didn't take grandma or mom and pick them up and almost kill them. Y'all are not the fucking same. And my mom knew that myself and my siblings are not the same. She always told me I was different than they were. My mom always knew I was way more empathic than my fucking siblings. Out of the 3 kids that my mama got, the one brother is in the adult family home that I put him in. Oh, what does corny mean? Corny means it's like, it's kind of not weird, but it's a little corny, like square maybe. It depends on how it's being used. Baby Saja, what does my little soda pop mean when you say that? What does that mean? I'll look up corny later and see what the official definition is of corny. I'm not gonna do it right now because I'm in this. I'm doing the commentary. So hold on. But yeah, you gotta stop that. I'm telling you how I do things in the proper way. Because what happens is that, oh, you got to treat everybody the same. I knew this lady, right? She was a professional. Her mom and dad had 4 children, and one of them was an abuser. Okay. And I remember his name too, but I'm not gonna call his name out. Let's call him Mark, y'all. Let's just say Mark, okay? That's his name, but it's a bunch of Marks, right? So his name was Mark, okay? He was a sibling. I won't call out the name of the professional lady because that's too much information, right? But it's a million Marks out here, right? So his name is Mark. He's white, okay? And I met his sister. So she was a professional in our life and very supportive professional and stuff. And so she had 3 siblings. One of them was Mark. Mark was an abuser. So Mark ran off all the siblings. So all the siblings moved out earlier than they should have because they had to get away from Mark's abuse. He was doing all kind of things, shooting at the house, and a very dangerous abuser. But he ran all his siblings off, and guess what? The parents, the professional lady that I know, her parents, they were stuck with Mark's ass. None of the other fucking siblings come around, the parents. All the other 3 siblings are in no contact, y'all. And all they stuck with is Mark. That ain't me, y'all. I be damned if all I be stuck with is this one here. Listen to this. I don't want to be just stuck with this. So that's why I'm not pro-predator. Pro-predator, of course, meaning I'm advocating for the predator.
Yeah, on the hood.
Uh-huh. Wow.
You don't come around me and you don't want to come
and
around
I'm not going to come around you.
I'm sick of you. What the fuck do you want? What do you want with my number?
Uh-huh.
I'm sick of you. I hope I'm really hurting your feelings because
no, you're not hurting my feelings. You're not capable of that.
So what do you want?
And he's not really hurting my feelings. I know Baby Saja, like Baby Saja said, she loved me earlier because you can sense like that's bad how he's talking to me. But it's okay because this is getting ready to end. This is not gonna continue, y'all. So I know when I'm recording and listening to him that his days are numbered with me. So it's not hurting my feelings because I'm gonna put action into this situation and do something about it. Now, if I didn't have the ability to take the action to stop this situation, not only stop it, let you hear it and use it to help you. This is going on a regular, y'all. Back in the day, I would have been ashamed of this, right? But man, people talking to their parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles so fucking bad. It's such the norm now. Go on American Crime Femicide and Black Girl Lost, the Missing Found podcast. And see all these missing Black people, murder victims, mothers, sons, everybody killing one another, y'all. So this is actually, I'm lucky I got this as much under control as possible. I'm not capable of that.
So what do you want?
You're too your IQ is too low.
My IQ
to hurt my feelings.
Low. My IQ is too low to hurt your feelings.
Yeah, you have a very. And that's how I talk to people. Oh, please don't end 1 more minute. Okay, so that's how I talk to people, y'all. I don't be calling them little yellow bus, slow, special education. I just tell them their IQ is low. That's part of being a degenerate, right? But to be a degenerate, that's someone morally declining at a fast pace. You could be a degenerate and have a high IQ. They need to reverse all of that. They need to stop basing our IQ based on book smarts. Your IQ should be based on how you treat people. And I guess that's why they have an EQ too. They got an EQ called an emotional equivalency. But my EQ is definitely higher than his because look at this behavior. Yeah, you have a very low IQ. Any guy that's talking to his parent like that.
You haven't seen me in like a year. Okay, what the
You
fuck?
said I don't fuck. No, I ain't seen your ass in a year, and it's gonna be 10 years. Want to be a grandparent? Oh, the baby that's not yours? Absolutely not. You texting me that? I'm reading your text.
Hello.
You talking about with the DNA test with the kids? I'm reading the text and replying to that.
I'm gonna post your messages online too and expose your ass.
And this is why I'm not gonna do the DNA, y'all. I offered to do a relative DNA test, but see, the bitch he's with, that's a psychopath too, right? And when people have weird shit in their brain, y'all, and weird thoughts, remember this. What do the police tell you? Anything you say and do will be used against you, right? It don't matter if I did a relative DNA or not. I know this Negro's mind, but when the DNA says the baby is not his, he's only gonna retaliate against me. Just like last year when I went over there and he was jumped on by the white lady with her Kathy Bates looking ass, right? With her big fat fucking white fist. When I went over there and called the police, also called the police, but tried to hide that. But he called too. 911 conveniently told me, oh yeah, he's called too. This big old 250 to 300 pound bitch beating him out, right? But that's how he rolled though. The next day, he basically was upset with me, talking about I wanted her to go to jail. See, he's not even appreciating what I do for him, right? And this is why I stay away so I'm not helping. My new motto is going to be not to fucking help people. I'm going to be very selective about who I help. And I'm going to be helping other empaths and normals and stuff like that. My help towards narcissistic people, narcissists and psychopaths, psychopath, I could help if they're very intellectual in a business realm. A psychopath that has a high IQ, high EQ. You could be helping a psychopath and never had a problem with them and not even know they're one. So narcissists, I'm not going to be helping narcissists. You could help a psychopath and never know they're a psychopath. I'm reading the text and replying to that.
I'm gonna post your messages online too and expose your ass. I'm gonna post them on TikTok and show the world which I mean on Facebook.
Don't post my number. And see, I'm allowing him to kind of do this, y'all, because I know it's over for him, right? So I'm able to, as an empath, I'm able to navigate through this process and tolerate him for right now. You know, as far as this commentary I'm doing. And at the time of that call, because remember, that's an actual phone call, y'all. Why y'all watching movies? I can't stand movies no more because you want to hear the real juice. This is real. This ain't no fake movie. This is a real narc you listening to. You can't act this. There's nobody that can act him, okay?
I'm gonna post them on TikTok and show the world which I mean on Facebook.
Don't post my number and stuff on Facebook. Yeah, if you post my number, I will call my attorney. If you post my phone number on your Facebook or anything, I will call my lawyer and I will take you to court and I will get a protection order against you.
I'll defend myself in court.
Yeah, but I will qualify for the protection order because you posted it. Because like the stuff you posting, I'm not putting it on nobody's page. I'm not even shouting your. And this is why I need to be in no contact, y'all, so I can stop texting him shit. See, when I'm texting wicked shit that I'm texting him, he could post my phone number and stuff on TikTok. A narcissist will do that. That's gonna be part of why I'm gonna drive towards no contact so I can protect myself more. aim out right now.
You put a protection order against me, I'm gonna go up.
If you take,
I'm gonna tell the judge to allow it. I'm gonna be like, Judge, please, because honestly,
yeah,
she harasses me.
if you take my personal messages and put them public, I will because I'm not doing it to you. I will file a protection order against you,
Take me to court,
or an anti-harassment order is what they call it.
Show them how much of a horrible person you are.
Yeah, that's what you would like to do. Prove I'm a horrible person. I get it.
I can. I really can.
Because you got the devil on you. So,
I might.
but
I just want to bring up something. When I was going through an illness over the past few months and I was in the emergency department and stuff, this abuser asked me if he could come to the hospital with me. I said no. Remember, I'm not pro-predator. And this is why. One thing I've learned about predators and narcissists and abusers is that their behavior is very pathological. So it's not going to stop. It will continue. And I don't want nobody in the emergency department with me because, for one, he going to be mistreating the doctors. Now, I had some issues with a couple of the doctors, but I was able to repair it. But do you think I would have got the service that I needed with this fucking abuser here? Because imagine how he gonna talk to the doctor. See, I'm able to talk to the doctor without cussing at the doctor and shit. So several months ago, if he could be at the hospital with me, I told him no thank you. And I took my empathic son that lives here. I took my other relative that lives here. And then fortunately, my little sister, she did help me and support me over the phone and was trying to help me to the best of her ability. So I'm going to give her credit for that. But I had my little sister on the phone and my empathic relative that still lives home. I didn't bring this narcissist that I'm playing on this, doing this commentary on. Say no. You gotta be strict in some areas. I'm strict. I keep them out the house. I keep them out of my neighborhood, and I keep them out of my doctor's offices and hospitals. I don't want him near me if I'm dying in the hospital. I'd rather be alone than have a narcissist motherfucker like this around me. I don't care if it's a son, nephew, cousin. I don't care about what their DNA relationship with me is. Because they do evil shit. You want to keep them out of the hospitals with you just in case something really bad were to happen. And they're spitting on you and pinching you when you dying and shit. Pulling this one lady, she was at the hospital with her mom and she's being charged for this too. It's a black lady too, y'all. And she's a nurse. You know, she pulled her mom's life support out and killed her mom. Imagine your daughter is a nurse and she come up there while you on life support, while the hospital is saving your life, y'all, and pull your fucking wires out. They arrested that bitch and she's being charged for her mother's fucking murder. You gotta know they're narcissists. You gotta get your will in place and let the people know that's around you. Be very specific so they know that the narcissist is not supposed to be around. Because that lady could have lived, but her fucking nurse daughter brought her ass up there and pulled her mama's wires out. Talking about she didn't want her mom to suffer. That bitch hated her mom. Don't believe the hype. That was an opportunity for her to kill her mother. She finally got her chance to kill her mother. She didn't give a fuck about her mother. And how I know? It's overheating, y'all. Goodness, I can't stand this when it does this. Hold on.
So, but prove what kind of person you are first before you try to prove what kind of one I